Okay, boys and girls, this is another nonfiction book, Really Weird Sports. This guy's up here on top and he's ironing. But so our focus today is we are going to be able to answer these questions. Where can the reader find information on? And that's where you're using a heading. And another one is, why does the author use subheadings? What are their purposes? And you may not remember subheadings very much. You know, that's a tricky one. That's one that we kind of struggle with. We kind of understand headings, but subheadings kind of get lost. And so we're going to focus on that. So let me turn to the page that I had. I'm sorry, it was right. Where'd it go? Oh, no. Okay. Here is the page we're going to look at. So our heading is Bizarre Ball Games. You know what? And I'm just going to label that. I'm going to label this. This is going to be our heading. Now, you might want to say this is our title, but actually our title is Really Weird Sports, and so this is part of the book. We're going to call this the heading. This is the heading of this page, Bizarre Ball Games, because that goes underneath the really bizarre sports. So we have a heading, and then if you look, we have something right here written in black. That is actually called our subheading, and I'm going to put a label there, trying to make it small enough so you can still see the word. See how it's going to cover it. I apologize, but it's okay. So it says subheading, and then we have, if you look on this page over here, we have another one. This one we're going to call subheading as well. Barely fits on my little sticky note. Okay, good. So we have our heading. So if you were given this book, and it says, okay, where can the reader find, so we're going to go back to our questions, where can the reader find information on maybe a bizarre ball game? Well, bizarre ball games, this is where you're going to look. Why am I going to look there? Because my question says, where can I find information on ball games? Okay. Well, we can find it right here because I'm using my heading. Now, what if the question says, where can the reader find information on a game that uses a goal? Okay. What if your question says, where can the reader find information on a game that uses a goal? Well, you're going to have to read your subheadings. We have slam ball, and we have sepak takraw. Ooh, that's probably not right. Sepak takraw. Okay, so you're going to have to read these two paragraphs to figure out which game uses a goal. Where can the reader find information on a game that uses a goal? So this is where you're going to have to put in the work. You're going to have to read this paragraph, see if it involves them shooting into a goal, and then you're going to have to read this paragraph and see if it involves them shooting into a goal. Well, I went ahead and read a little bit ahead of time, and this one right here, slam ball, it involves them having trampolines and slamming a basketball into a goal. So the slam ball is the one where you can find a game that uses a goal. And so if I'm asking another question, where can the reader find information on a game that you use your feet? Okay, same question, but I changed it up. Where can the reader find information on a game that uses your feet? Well, I'm going to read slam ball, and I'm going to read sepak takraw, and I'm going to see which one involves using your feet. Sepak takraw. So my answer off to the side on my test or on my assignment would be, I'm going to write the title of the subheading. Okay. So I wanted you to see these questions because I want you to know that you're going to have questions like this, and we should be able to answer these. Where can the reader find information on a game that uses your feet? You should be able to tell me this heading or this subheading. Okay? If the question asks you, where can the reader find information on ball games? Well, you're going to use this heading right here. So you have your heading and your subheadings. Now, you may be thinking, okay, I still don't understand what a subheading is. So, both of these games have to do with a ball game. So a subheading is taking the main story, Bizarre Ball Games, and dividing it into sections. This subheading is about a slam ball, and this subheading is about a sepak takraw, which is where they're kicking and using a net. But they are both under the heading Bizarre Ball Games. So here's your heading and then your subheadings that will tell you information. These subheadings here will help you when you're trying to locate information. So why does the author use subheadings? To make it easier for you to find the information that you are looking for, to divide up the text.